going to dig into 3 stocks that I think are looking very good because one's under the radar and the other 2 have been beat to a pulp. They've been sucked of all their gains and kicked to the curb. Everyone left them. You know what that means? That means the whales are coming in and we ride with the whales. Let's dig in. Welcome to the channel. So I'm talking about 3 stocks that are looking very good. The first one is Foresight Autonomous. So we heard this one. This one's been popular. It does its crazy waves, 30%. It goes all over the place. So I've been looking through my notes here, not Gouda. My notes here about why this one's looking very good. And we're going to take a look at it right now because they just had really good news recently that I wanted to talk about. So looking at the screen here, Foresight Autonomous had some big news on Monday. So if you don't know who these butt nuts are, it's an Israeli company specializing in developing different sensor systems for the automotive industry. Sensors for inclement weather and pre-collision alerts. Importantly, this specialty has made FRSX stocks a favorite of retail investors. And the reason why I'm bringing this one up now because it's been beaten down. Recently, because of the market softs, it's been beaten down. And I think at this point, maybe it could drip a little lower. Maybe it might not. But at this point, it's looking very good. So look at this. This is the most important part. According to the company, the solution at hand was iNet Protect, a cellular-based accident prevention product. Specifically, iNet Mobile was testing this solution for the Intelligent Transport System division of a multi-billion-dollar Japanese vehicle manufacturer. Foresight did not name the manufacturer, so when I see this, I want to deep dive. I want to find out who this is. Multi-billion Japanese vehicle manufacturer. Listen, I did a few things when I was in Japan. I looked at cool cars in those parking garages, they drifted around, and then I had sushi. 1 or 2 things, that's what you do in Japan. And you don't make a peep because they're very quiet and polite over there, you don't make a peep. But this news. Now, there's a lot of car makers in Japan. They're very good at it. But the 2 that come to mind, Toyota and Honda. Now imagine, if FRSX got their technology bought by one of these big dogs, Toyota or Honda, the stock's gonna go through the roof. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. So we have Honda's market cap is at $50 billion over here, and Toyota's market cap, $250 billion. These both fall in the multi-billion-dollar category. If they're testing their technology on one of these manufacturers' vehicles, on their lineup, they might adapt it. They might say, hey, Foresight, it works. We love it. We don't want to build our own because yours is so good and ahead of its time. This is all you've been working on. We're just going to buy it, put it in our vehicles. Here's a check for a couple billy. Go have fun. Foresight's market cap is just under $600 million. So if they get some proceeds from this happening, it's going through the roof. So looking at Foresight, this is on a fresh trend here. It had a few bouncies right off here, whoop, and right off here, whoop, bounce right off. So that's our trend. When it has multiple bouncies, we have a nice trend line. The white, not the green, because I'm a little wobbly. I'm shaking because I'm so excited. The stock bounced off that very aggressively, and now it's coming down. It's doing a nice sell-off from the gains. It's profit-taking. Now, we need to find a bottom, which could be this white line, and then we could bounce up and test 9 again, come down, and then push through. So I think this is personally going to hit 11. That would be my price target where I would get out if I took a position in this company, and I'm very close to doing it. So if you want to know if I do take a position in this company or other companies, I do stock alerts. That link is in the description. You'll get a bing right to your phone when I buy, sell, reduce, add, or go all in on any of these stocks because I got Neo eyeballs. I'm bird's eye viewing, waiting for the perfect point to buy these. I got notes. Look at this. I was looking at Airbnb a while ago. Good. Pershing a while ago. Good. So Foresight's looking very good. They got the news to boost them, and they got the technicals that are driving them up. So I'm watching, I'm waiting. This one's going to do good things. Now, this next stock I'm going to take a look at is way under the radar because it hasn't budged, barely moved. This one is a SPAC merging with Mark Forge, ticker AONE. Current valuation, $2.1 billion. But what I like about, well, first, what the company is. Mark Forge, which makes AI-powered 3D printers and composite materials for manufacturing, agreed Wednesday to merge with Special Acquisition One that values the company around $2 billion. Okay. Valued around $2 billion, the stock is not budging. Now, what I like most about this, I like most that it hasn't moved. Look at the chart real fast. So, looking at the chart for One, this thing hasn't budged. It's just barely moving. It's slowly inching with little pops. Actually, right around this zone is looking pretty decent, but I'm kind of expecting it to come down a little more to a lower 12 point, and then I'll probably take my entry, but I'm watching it. Like I said, I'm watching it. Now, the reason why I like One is because Kathy Woods likes it. And when my grandma starts sending me text messages saying, hey, Our team of minions, 300 people, have found this company valued at $2 billion that's merging with a SPAC that does AI technology, printing software with spacecrafts and whatnot. It's a buy. Look at this. Kathy, she bought February 24th. She bought February 26th. She bought March 1st. Just yesterday, she's building this thing up. No cells in sight. She's building this thing up in her portfolio. It's going to be huge. But it's not budging yet. So it's been trending along this trend line, not really moving much. And of course, it had its little pop here. That's when I think Kathy Woods first got in it. And that's when retail investors saw that and they juiced it up some more. And now Kathy's going to keep buying. There's no reason for her to sell. She just started taking a position. This should send this thing up higher. So I think eventually when this gets more traction, because there's not a lot of volume. Mosquito! Ah! Goddamn mosquito! As I was saying, because look at this. Markforged makes 3D printers, industrial-grade composite materials, and machine learning software for industrial, aerospace, defense, healthcare, automotive, and space exploration. You can't ask for more, okay? If you say, hey, you do 3D printing? Do you do it for like toys and like shoelaces and stuff? And they go, no, we do it for defense, airspace, AI, all these crazy things. You go, what, for real? Do you have, you publicly traded? They go, yes. And then you could buy into it. You don't need paper no more, no. You just need these little bricks. You're gonna have one in your house. Anytime you need something, you hit print, it does it. You break a plate on the floor, your wife starts yelling at you, hitting you in the head with a shoe. You go, hey, what's the problem? Print, hey, guys, another plate, leave me alone. I need to go play Xbox. And last but not least, the last stock I'm looking at is XL Fleet. I've done many videos about these guys previously, last year mostly, but I like the news that just came out on this one, and I like where they're at because they've been beaten to a pulp. Came all the way down further. This stock can't possibly go any further down. That's why I like it right now and why I'm talking about it, because look at this. We got a bottom. Boop. Right there. We got a bottom. Boop. Right there. You can't go lower than that. If you go lower than that, you might as well blow your building up and report it to the insurance company and collect the cash. I like where this one is. Let's do a bullish and bear scenario on this one. If this does pull down, this is your bottom. If it breaks that, it's game over. They're filing bankruptcy. I can't imagine them pulling out of this because they're just going to go deeper into the dungeons. Deeper into the dungeons. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to push through this resistance at 1630, test 18, do a little dance, come down, rock it up, push through, hit my $22 price target. Probably by April 1st. XL Fleet becomes electric transportation partner of UBS Arena and the New York Islanders. Plans to deploy 1,000 EV charging stations. What? XL Fleet is deploying 1,000 charging stations? Deployment would be one of the largest EV charging sites in the U.S. They're making moves. Good company leaders, they know they need to make moves to pull this thing out of the dungeons. It's deep in the dirt. That is the three stocks that I see most potential in as of today, and I'm watching all three. Like I said, if you want to know if I buy these, because I'm going to buy them at the best point. I'm also going to slowly position in, because I'm not going all in right away. No, I'll do a 20% buy. Then I'll do a 60% buy. Then I'll do another 20% buy, and I'll get those discounts. I'll eat them up like Pac-Man. So if you want that, link is in the description. You get that stock alerts link, and you get my alerts. Also comes with a Discord group, so you can chat with me and the community. I also made a huge update. Every month, I put out a Discord update, which includes very cool new features. We have an area for credit, for savings, for real estate, so you can chat and share ideas on how to retire young other than just through stocks. So check that out if you're interested. That's it. It's getting pretty messy in here because things are getting wild. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget, by hitting that button, it's doing magical things. It's also getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.